Good evening. This is the last video in this playlist. I'm obviously back at work. For those new to my channel, hello. Very quick, brief overview of what I do. On this channel, I make the best projects I can make, like seriously cool projects with the lowest budget possible. And everything that I've built, from the Raspberry Pi projects to the controller mods to the consoles to everything, has kind of culminated in this. And the reason behind the project, the start of it, if you will, was the pandemic. So because of where I work, the pandemic has forced me to see and do and say things that I wouldn't wish on anybody. So long story short, I needed a project, and the project was to sort of help my mental health, just to keep me focused, to give me something to focus on. And for years and years and years now, all the electronic projects and everything else, my one thing, my dream project was to build a guitar. And I've been putting it off and putting it off and putting it off for years, but I figured that the best way to give me something to focus on now, why not? So with that in mind came the question, well, what guitar? Now, if you've seen any of my other projects, you know, links up here if you haven't, all of my projects for the last couple of years have been, say, influenced by Gary Holt's Flying V guitar, which is the blood-splattered white Flying V with blood splatter on it. And I really wanted to make something like that, even though that's purely, you know, that's been my aesthetic for the last couple of years. I wanted to build something like that, but the idea was, with everything that I've learned in the last, I don't know, 2-3 years, can I somehow amalgamate that and build the most metal guitar ever made? And I had a few ideas swirling around in my head, and I thought, what's more metal than basing a guitar, again with that Gary Holt influence, but basing a guitar on the most metal movie of all time? Not Spinal Tap, 1973's The Exorcist. Now, again, I go into it in my other videos, but the more you think about it, that is the most metal movie of all time. So what I did was I took 4 key scenes and I broke those scenes down into their sort of like basic elements, and then built the guitar around those 4 scenes. What you're about to see now is a cut together video that I shot in a couple of days, just to sort of put a bow on it, to wrap it up. Here's a video of all of those key elements of the guitar going off. What you're about to see is the sort of blood and the smoke and the lights and everything else. But also I've recorded me playing with the tracks. Now, what I've done is I've split the audio. So the original tracks that you're hearing are coming completely out of the left speaker, and me playing the Regan guitar is coming completely out the right speaker. So if you've got a phone with dual speakers on, you can just put your thumb over whichever speaker you want and hear the relevant audio, if you're not on a computer and can't, you know, fade between the two. So I have split the audio. You can actually hear what this thing sounds like, because even though YouTube is a sort of, let's face it, a visual medium, you want to hear what it sounds like, right? It is a guitar after all, it's an instrument. And also you can hear me playing really, really, really badly. So you can leave comments in the comment section to tell me how much I suck. Saying that, I am going to be theming it. I mean, obviously, because it's based on 4 key scenes, there are going to be key scenes of the movie also in this video. So I don't think it needs to be said. If you know, if you don't know what the movie is, hey kids, this video is not for you. Like, if you're a small child watching this, be gone now. Click something else, because yeah, the movie itself, it's, you know, a nearly 50-year-old movie, and boy, it gets rough. Another quick shout out, I am using clips from the movie in this video coming up, but just a quick shout out to Warner Brothers, yeah. I'm not stealing from you. I don't make any money from this YouTube channel whatsoever, never have. I don't want any money from this YouTube video, I just want people to see it. So claim it all you like, just don't block it, yeah? I'm not trying to steal your money. In fact, I bought Back for Blood on release day, so technically, when you think about it, you owe me money. One last thing I quickly want to point out as well is that the whole ethos of my channel is, can somebody do this? Not just me, not just someone with a workshop, not someone with a 3D printer, anybody. So I like to keep everything hand built, and I like to keep my costs as low as possible. So bear this in mind when you watch this. Everything you are about to see was built with hand tools from the pound shop. Hand 1 pound files, 1 pound hacksaws, sandpaper, tile grout, bits of plumbing from the plumbing section. In the UK, we have a shop called Poundland and we have a shop called Wilco's. All the materials for this guitar came from that, other than the body, the pickup, and 1 can of paint for the like the finish on the actual wood itself. But the front plate, all the mechanics, the wiring, everything came from the pound shop and Wilco's, and it is dirt cheap. All done by hand. There is no 3D printing, there is no machining, nothing. You can do this, all right? What you're about to see, you can totally do. Another thing that I want to point out, I have no engineering skills and I failed my art GCSE. So if I can do what you're about to see, you can totally do what you're about to see. You can absolutely do it. One other thing as well that I'd like to point out, that low cost ethos also extends to this video as well. I had an idea in my head of how I would like to show off this guitar, and I was like, what if I could make the YouTube promo equivalent of Thriller, like Michael Jackson's Thriller, right? But with a really low budget. The production budget for this video was £2 and I came in under budget. So yeah, what you're about to see is, what if Thriller was made in an East London flat, shot in the kitchen with a budget of £2 and I only used half of it. Enjoy.
Mrs. McNeil.
Yes.
I'm Father Mary. Thank you. Father Karras.
It's an honor to meet you, Father.
I'm very tired.
No.
I'd like you to go quickly across to the residence, Damien, and gather up a cassock for myself. 2 surplices, a purple stole, and some holy water. And your copy of the Roman ritual, the large one. I believe we should begin.
Do you want to hear the background of the case first, Father?
Why?